Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I am really tired, you guys. I hope you're having a great. What day are we on? Oh, it's Hump Day. We'll talk about that more later because there's something we need to do at the beginning of the stream here. Jack, my friend, you're just in time.
I try.
Uh-oh. There he is. Okay.
Can you hear
How
me?
you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah,
How you doing?
Oh, dude, I'm exhausted. Ready for bed. I got a DM right after we got off the show earlier, Jack.
Oh, yeah?
And little Tori is turning 7. And we were asked if we would sing for her. Like, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Tori, hopefully you're asleep right now, but you hear this when you wake up. This one's for you, sweetheart. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tori. Happy birthday to you. Sweetie, I hope you have the best birthday you've had yet. I hope it's just awesome. 7, man. Do you remember 7 at all, Jack?
Vaguely. I didn't like it.
I remember 7 because that's when we moved from San Diego. It was my first real move that I was cognizant enough to notice. My parents had moved when I was younger, but we'd lived in Murphy Canyon there for many, many years. All of my memories come from there. So that's the first real move I remember. It was a transformative time of my life, Jack. Now, Tori, Monkey's going to say some horrible things now, so go enjoy your birthday. Twitter, my opening's done. You know what words are coming, so just strap in. Or YouTube. I said Twitter, didn't I?
Yeah, whatever. Might as well talk to everybody. Did you see we have Gun Threat got the humps in chat?
Oh, that's wonderful. Hi, Gun Threat. Hope you're well. Yeah, it is Hump Day, guys. So make sure you go out there and you do the thing. You know what to do. Don't make me tell you twice. And remember, silence is consent, according to the left. So make of that what you will on Hump Day. Oh, man. I didn't know what to talk about tonight, Jack, because, well, this is my 4th show in 24 hours. And I didn't want to just force my opinion again without, any input from the audience, really. So I thought we would go to the hashtag we set up for them to give us story ideas and look and see what's been going on over there.
Okay.
Nico, thank you. They canceled Gone with the Wind, LOL. Did they?
Yes, they did. HBO Max took it down, which is funny because the first woman to win a first black woman to win an Academy Award was in that movie.
Yeah.
So they're really canceling successful black people is what I just learned.
They just canceled her. Pincalo, thank you. Finished the workout and photo shoot just in time.
Nice.
Nice to have you here. And I don't know what this is in reference to, but at about 9:35, somebody, while we were on Lords of the Night, remember, guys, if you send me a donation, if it's not my night, let me know because I don't have my Streamlabs up. But joke corrector, how dare you?
We get those all the time.
That was horrible. Next time, try. Do you know who was the best knight in Camelot? The Knights of Nye. I don't know what that's in reference to at all, but thank you so much for the donation.
Oh, the Knights of Knee were in Holy Grail. They're the ones with the shrubbery.
Oh,
that whole series of jokes. Shrubbery. Those were the Knights of Knee.
I'm not the biggest Holy Grail fan. I mean, it's not horrible. I liked it, but if you're gonna throw a reference at me, make it Airplane, guys.
Your life makes me sad.
It's funny, but it's British funny and old British funny. So that's their jokes age like their teeth.
Wow, that's harsh.
Sorry, Britt, I'm just fucking with you. No, actually, I like the Monty Python guys, and even Life of Brian, which I think is a much better movie than The Holy Grail. There's parts of it that just get to me because they do a lot of Dane Cook jokes in there where they just repeat something louder. It's like, oh, stop it.
Yeah, I can see that. I go back and forth on which one is the better movie. So I'm not one to talk, but yeah, I really do hate Dane Cook, so I get the comparison there.
Yeah, I don't like the only person who I think pulled that off with any success was Sam Kinison.
Yeah,
he would emphasize the hell out of it.
He was funnier too.
Oh, he was great too, and he had that great delivery with it because he would be talking just regular, normal, and then at the perfect trigger, freak out, and it all made sense and it all went together. It wasn't just reiterating the same thing louder, hoping people laugh. It changed what he had done at that point.
Yeah.
I still remember this joke he told about having read about some necrophiliacs. They had broke in and they had their way with a male corpse.
Ew.
And he goes, "Can you imagine being this guy? He's lying there dead, and he's like, okay, Lord, I had a good life. I wasn't really ready to go, but I thank you for the time." What the hell is that? And just start screaming, "Are you fucking kidding me?" That's probably what that poor dead guy was thinking too. If somebody was, anally destroying him at that moment. You can't tell your friends that's what you got arrested for if that's what you get arrested for.
Yeah, I would hope not. Of course, if you're doing that sort of thing, you probably don't have friends.
Oh, they probably had a lot of friends. Or that dude that everybody, he is so normal. I don't trust those so normal people. Give me a weirdo any day over those so normal people. He was so normal. He was eating people, lady. Anyhow.
If he's your idea of normal, hate to see weird. Because usually they're really weird people. Like, you thought that was normal?
Well, usually he kept to himself. He was really quiet. No parties or any loud music kind of thing. He was not setting fires on his lawn. He was a good neighbor. He said hi to me. Yeah, he offered me some chicken one time. I'm glad I turned it down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always suspicious of the quiet neighbors. If they don't have the occasional argument or do something noisy every now and then, they're totally murdering people.
Yeah, and don't do that.
Yeah, don't murder people. That's not okay.
I see the Ash Crack team has not been on it today. I don't blame them because I haven't looked at this in a while. But ladies and gentlemen, now's your time to shine. Nothing for you here says I'm weird as fuck. Nobody would ever, if they found out I killed a whole bunch of people, would be like, him? Really? No, that doesn't make sense. They'd be like, with his anger issues? Probably. You found him in his yard?
For me, they'd be like, oh, that's the most dedication and hard work he's put in ages.
Right. Okay, our first story comes, this is sent in by the original Shroom. Harvard University professor Charles Lieber was indicted today on 2 counts of making false statements to federal authorities regarding his participation in China's 1,000 Talents program. The hell's 1,000 Talents?
I don't know. It sounds like some commie shit.
It does. The former chief of Harvard University Chemistry and Chemical Biology Department was indicted today on charges of making false statements, blah, blah, blah. He's been indicted by a federal grand jury on 2 counts of making false statements and will be arraigned in federal court in Boston at a later date. Excuse me. According to the charging documents, since 2008, Dr. Lieber has served as the principal investigator of the Lieber Research Group at Harvard, specializing in the area of nanoscience. Okay, but what did he do?
Probably stealing stuff.
It is alleged that, unbeknownst to Harvard University, beginning in 2011, Lieber became a strategic scientist at Wuhan University of Technology in China. Oh. He later became contractual participant in China's 1,000 Talents program From at least 2012 to 2015, that is one of the most prominent Chinese talent recruitment plans designed to attract, recruit, and cultivate high-level scientific talent in furtherance of China's scientific development.
Yeah, he's a thief.
So they're trying to steal our people instead of just our research.
Oh, probably both.
Well, yeah, you bring it with you. Yeah, okay. Good. I hope he goes to jail. I hope you rot, you little shit.
Yeah, that seems to be all they're capable of doing is stealing stuff. They don't actually do any real research on their own. They just steal it from others.
I was told to refresh the hashtag. Thank you, Pincalo. And I see a woman bending over, which I always approve of.
That's a good refresh screen.
That better not be you, Pincalo. Because the tag says, here you go, monkey, post-workout stretch. That better not be you.
If it is, good job working out.
To keep your ass to yourself. James Colley, thank you. Australian monkey in the morning. I'm a quiet neighbor. I sleep and go to work. My coworkers think I'm knucking futz, but they can suck, and we will both be happy. All right. For me, I don't know how much people know me, Jack, because when I go out into public, I have different public faces I have to put on, or when I used to, because I had a different work face than I had at home.
You heard it here first. Monkey has a collection of faces.
I do. That's from those people buried in the yard. when you're at work, you should be more professional, And I'm just not. You've heard me. I'm not fucking professional. I can fake it. I fake it very well. I worked with a woman for like 8 years, and she heard me swear. She goes, "I didn't know you swore." I'm like, "What?" It's one of my better traits.
Nice to know you ignore me. Thank you.
Yeah, I like a drunk sailor when I'm not at work. Toxic Nightshade, thank you. Hubby don't know about this. Shh, just let it happen. Oh, thank you. We won't tell. Shh. Don't get in trouble with your hubby. What is this? This is from Pete. Washington News. I'm guessing this was a Facebook post. It's kind of what it looks like. I just watched the Democratic leaders of Congress kneel in the halls of Congress for about 9 minutes for the death of a black man named George Floyd. I've never seen them kneel for a fallen police officer. I've never seen them kneel for a fallen soldier. I've never seen them kneel for the thousands of aborted babies, black and white. I've never seen them kneel for a murdered white man or woman. I've never seen them kneel for the thousands of black on black murder victims. I've never seen them kneel for the thousands of elderly people that died in our nursing homes due to COVID. I have to ask why the Democrats are putting the life of George Floyd as more valuable than the lives of everyone else. In fact, Democrats have put so much value on the life of George Floyd that they've allowed rioting, looting, and arson and murder of police officers and mayhem in communities nationwide. And now they want to disband police departments nationwide. Never, never vote for a Democrat. Again, I'm not telling you who to vote for or not to vote for. I wouldn't vote for any of those shitbags that took a knee in Congress.
No, it's shameless pandering. Plus, they did a lot of cultural appropriation with those scarves.
Mm-hmm. That was a funny story because they thought they were going to get props for that, and everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Satsu, my friend, how are you?
What up, though?
You know, Satsu. Living the dream.
What's up, Jack?
Same old, same
old. You guys talking about
Yeah, I'm just going through the stories that are on the hashtag, and this one was somebody pointing out all the things that Congress hasn't kneeled for.
Yeah,
they didn't kneel for Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, or the cops that died.
Breonna wasn't even committing a crime at the time that she got shot.
Well, they like the use of no-knock warrants, so they're not going to bring attention to that.
It's just of the two, because these are the two that have been so close together. She's probably your better martyr.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was just in her house, and they went to the wrong house. And was it her husband pulled a gun because he's like, "Who the fuck is breaking into my house?" And the police see it and they shoot and they killed her. Good aim, by the way, guys. That's not fair. But yeah, I mean, if you want to martyr for this one was just in her house. I mean, he was reportedly trying to pass fake bills. He was high off his ass. But they got to show. I mean, everybody's taking the knee right now so that they can win their elections.
It just kind of blows my mind that he got like a celebrity's, like a hero's burial.
Oh yeah,
and when you think about either the people who he's wronged in his life and all that type of stuff or whatever, just the type of life that he led, I'm like, man, there are people who have actually done some significantly profound things for the world in general who didn't get a burial like that. And it's just like that. It's kind of shocking to see.
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, it wasn't for him.
No,
and it wasn't for the family. It was so that everybody who attended and everybody who supported it could go vote, and they're going to do so expertly. So.
Good time to remind you guys we are brought to you by you. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and throw some money at these gentlemen. They're great guys, and they're here of their own free will. Support them for what they do. Jack, thank you for dropping all our links. I was going to say, I don't think anybody's here who drops the links. So thank you, Jack.
Yep.
Real quick, I got a couple to do myself here. James Colley, thank you. If women want to get into trouble with their husband/lesbian lover, send me a pic and I will tell you if you should or shouldn't do it. # true story. Don't ask for titty pictures on my stream. I hope you get dick pics because of that. Justin Austin, thank you. Hey, Monkey, just passed my EPA certification test today. Pretty excited and about to graduate trade school, so here's some money. Thank you very much for that. But even more importantly, congratulations, dude. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I'm sorry, Becca. Becca, I love you. I'm sorry. She said Monkey doesn't see me. I was looking for blue names and I didn't see any. I apologize. Tall person, thank you so much. Where I am right now, happy National Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Day. Where you are right now, happy National Iced Tea Day. Well, that's the only way to drink tea.
I actually made a strawberry cobbler the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't bake like ever. This is probably my second time ever attempting to bake something. The first time I ever baked anything, like a cake or something, I tried to make banana bread, and it was basically it was like a eraser. And I was just like, yeah, bacon ain't my thing. But I had these strawberries that my neighbor brought over, and I'm just like, I don't know, like I don't buy strawberries. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? So I looked up a recipe and I made up a cobbler out of it, and oh my god, I was like, holy shit! Apparently, I can follow simple instructions.
Show off.
It's pretty fucking good. I never even had it. I didn't even know people made strawberry cobblers. I only know of like peach and blueberry. Those like the only ones I've actually seen. But I'm like, oh shit, that was actually good.
Somebody pointed out that Becca's short, so it's easy to miss her. For me, that makes it even worse. Don't point that out because I pay attention to the short ones, man.
Oh, they said, how did you fuck up banana bread? I didn't have any baking powder, and I thought you could omit it.
Oh, yeah, that won't work.
And you can't. And you shouldn't, because, oh boy.
Thank you, Angry Illinoisan. Monkey and Satsu on at this time of night. The only thing that could make this better is if a game was given away.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I just don't have the ability. Sorry, dude.
Cryptic. I found this $5 on a dude that wasn't breathing. I did 3 pumps and he still didn't respond, so I figured it was free game. Figured you deserve this more since you are in need and can't get ahead, according to LeBron James.
Wow.
Well, appreciate it.
Thank you, Okie Native, for the donation. Streamlabs Mobile still sucks ass. Thanks, man.
Thanks
I don't
for
know
the
if I
update.
said thank you to Angry Illinoisan for that one, but thank you very, very much, guys. All right, let's see what else is up on the docket tonight, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
A friend got mad at me for smelling his sister's underwear. Is this a meme, I'm guessing? I don't know if it was because she was still wearing them or because the rest of the family was there. Either way, it made the rest of the funeral very awkward.
Oh, nasty.
That story, it just progressed. It got worse as it went on.
Yeah. Cryptic, thank you. That's how you do it, folks. This is one we read, I think, on Lords of the Night. Georgia primary polls closed after a day marked by voters waiting for hours to cast their ballot. That was on Lords of the Night, right?
Yeah, we went over it.
Long story short, actually short story, even shorter. They had long lines and people weren't able to vote. Open more polling places. Put a little bit of money into your election.
What? That's ridiculous.
I know. This one we do have to talk about, even though we talked about it last night. Technically, just a couple of minutes ago, but this is Monkey in the Morning, so last night. Before we get there, Gamer Bleen, thank you. Sent 2 to the hashtag. My hunger isn't tragic enough to give Jack money. I'll be lurking while I go pick up dinner. Wow.
It doesn't have to be tragic to give me money, I assure you.
Oh, and Shrouded Angel, this was from, I missed this one. I was going to donate this money to an important cause. But you did. The Satsu Fund is a very, very important cause.
Yeah, it's the Squishy Deserves Nice Things Fund.
Yes, and is also Squeetus Needs to Eat Fund. You have to feed your kids, believe it or not.
Huh.
We're not going to... Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's a...
I was waiting for you guys to finish because you had a good vibe going there, and I killed it.
No, you're fine.
My timing is off. I'm tired as shit, man. I haven't started hallucinating yet. That usually comes at about 30 hours for me, so I'm still good, but my brain isn't here. We talked about this one, Jack. I don't know if you watched the show tonight, but this is one of my favorite stupid-ass stories we've read in a little while. And we didn't even read that much of it. And here we're just going to read the headline because it pretty much says it all. Please stop making protest signs that reference black dick.
What? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is. It really is. There's white women love running out there and making poster board talking about how much they like black dick.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Look, if nothing else, it's helping my fellow man find a whore to bang. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but do you really want to bang some Karen?
If don't tell her your real name.
Oh, that's a given, but still. What if you're not good? What if she doesn't like what you're doing because she's a Karen? She'll want to talk to your manager right away.
Yeah,
and you know who your manager probably is? Your girlfriend.
Well, I mean, you got to be careful when you're banging a stupid slut like that. Yeah. The good thing is they're just like a dog. You can do that invisible ball trick.
Oh yeah,
just run right out the door. And they'll be staring like, where the hell did that go?
There's a cause over there. Go get it. Who's a good girl? Yes, you are.
Now, the reason you're not supposed to do this is because this woman doesn't like that people do that. Did we ever get to what her main problem was with it? Other than her just being a kind of a humorless bitch. Of all the signs that I've seen, at least those ones, I'm like, fuck it, man, go out there.
Well, we got to her problems, but none of them were like reality. Like none of them were relevant to.
Oh, right, the Mandingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, in her world, Jack, the reason that people do this is because of a slave fantasy.
What?
Yeah. It's not because all you hear about is how big a black guy's dick is. Which, by the way, on average, they actually are bigger than everyone else. That's fact. That is science.
Well, what if both parties involved have that fantasy, though? Isn't that consensual?
Still shouldn't do it, man. Because she doesn't like it. Because she has a misconception about why women are like, I want that black dick. Oh. You might not notice. Women like a big dick.
Well, I guess my problem with this is that one person gets to dictate how I live my life, and I'm not Chinese. So, fuck this cunt. She doesn't get to tell me what to do.
Well, if you had a black dick, you could.
That's a fair point. Over on the Streamlabs. Thank you, James Kelly. Ask Monkey where I said send the titty pics. Also, this is money that could have gone to Satsu, but hashtag me too. Thanks, James Kelly.
You Me Too'd him? That's what you did to James.
I'm not allowed to legally discuss it.
Were you just supposed to be spooning and it slipped in a little bit? Because that's not your fault.
It really ain't. I was very far away.
And now there's going to be a Satsu poster board. No, I just hated this story because of the way she tried to make it about racism. She tried to make white women saying, I like having sex with black men, racist.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get that far fucking out there? You know what? Those signs, they're childish as shit. They really are, because I don't know how many of those women even have actually been with a black guy. They're just trying to support them and saying, look, I have no problem with black people. And maybe not expressing it in the best way, but I have no problem with their message. Especially if they really do like black dick. That's not my fucking problem.
I find it kind of funny that they're turning on their own supporters.
Mm-hmm.
And just because they don't like the particular wording of the message, they're willing to alienate more of their supporters, which I'm fine with, because a lot of these people are dumb. And it doesn't have anything to do with their skin color. They're just not smart people. And the Karens making the signs are dumb. This bitch is obviously a Karen. She's kind of dumb. And you see a lot of dumb people. That's why you see dumb signs with misspellings and shit like that. It amuses me.
Or the white chick would, if I had a black person in my uterus, would his life be precious then? Like, no. They would tell you to vacuum it out.
Yeah, but don't go near a Planned Parenthood. They'll come chase you with a coat hanger.
Yeah, I believe my exact answer to that was no. What? Are you crazy?
I do have to talk about something with black and white, though, with the dating scene here. Black guys, I need you to listen to me. You don't have to fuck the big ugly ones. We have plenty of white women. You don't have to go. I understand those are an easy target, and that's what, if you're drunk, that's what you hit at 2 a.m. But you guys are like marrying them. Stop it. I'm reminded Damon Wayans once made the joke, brothers be showing up with shit that's just white. And I see that. And you see these good-looking gentlemen, and they got, it's not just that they're fat, man. They're fat and ugly.
Yeah, that's not a good combination.
There's a lot of fish in the sea. You ain't got to go for the whale.
Well, the whale is sometimes easier to catch.
Yeah, but it's a catch and release.
You would think so, but sometimes you try and release, and it's so big it can't get away. It's got its own gravitational pull.
They get the big ugly ones because they fit. Yeah, maybe that extra puss padding makes it so the whole thing will go in.
Oh, that was a visual I didn't need. Let me grab a couple of super chats here.
Puss padding? Yeah.
That's gross. Thank you, Evolved Potato. I got this one from taking it from this buff guy. He tried to run after me, but the idiot ran right into the road. Right after the baby stroller I pushed into the road got hit by a car. Don't worry, I stole the baby too. You need the ransom money anyway. That got dark. Thanks, Evolved.
And thank you, Jordan. I was gonna put this money in my nephew's birthday card, but I figured a card is good enough.
Wow,
bro,
that's funny. Thank you, Cryptic. Dude, I just found this money on this lady who didn't have clothes by the river. She didn't respond when I asked if I could take her bag. Here's the cash she left in the bag. Gosh, she's stupid.
Nice.
Dead body floating in the river. Great.
It's okay. It was already dead, so you don't have to feel too bad.
Yeah, that's probably the lady whose stroller Evolved Potato shoved out into the road. And finally, thank you, Okie Native. I was going to give this to the Feed the Children charity, but I've seen those kids. Clearly, they've eaten with those big bellies.
In all seriousness, guys, thank you so much for supporting these guys. Please continue to do so throughout the show. They're awesome. Support them, please.
I appreciate it.
I do too. You guys are awesome.
So puss padding.
No, stop saying that. It sounds so disturbingly weird.
The best part? It probably has that cottage cheese look.
It's probably a layer of cottage cheese that just hasn't been washed because they can't see it or reach it.
Oh, well, the next story is not much better.
Is it about the loofah sponge industry and how they hear it weeping near the fat ladies?
No. This is one we actually, I don't know if this is the same one we talked about on Lords of the Night the other night, but we've come across this occasionally. It's, I'm going to show this on the screen. I know it's a small picture, but I don't want to go to the Metro. Well, hang on. The Metro, sometimes they have so many ads,
Yeah.
and it just fucks up my internet because my internet sucks. Nah, this isn't much better of a picture. I guess that's a good one. Oh, don't go down any lower, monkey. That's going to get you in trouble. Yeah, that's going to get you in a lot of trouble. Okay.
Is it the Silverstone incident all over again?
Kind of. Okay. This picture right here is the one we're looking at. This is a male. You see the squiggly line here?
Uh-huh.
That's a cell phone charger he shoved up his urethra and got stuck in his bladder.
But how?
Through his pee hole.
It's a weird Asian thing that's been going on. Asians are shoving shit up their urethra, and it's almost always a phone cord. They're giving themselves their own catheter. And then somehow they lose it and they have to go to the doctor to get it pulled out.
I just don't. I don't know.
And there, when we read the story the first time the other night, somebody was like, "No, that's not real. No, this shit happens. It's really fucking weird." They're having a problem with this. I forget if it's across Asian cultures or if it's just because I know it's happened in Korea and China. Cryptic says, whoa, not all. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, they're shoving stuff in their dicks, man.
They're just trying to get a recharge. Well, apparently this is like a weird fetish thing that some people do online. Because if you ever saw the one with the guy with the AA batteries, that'll haunt you for years, guys.
Yeah.
But
do you know how far you have to stretch it to get a AA battery in there?
Right. And that's not okay. You're probably gonna just start peeing your pants when you're like 45.
Hey, can we not?
Sure. Thank you, tall person. I had a very busy day at work. I had to work multiple departments. It's tiring but fulfilling. Anyway, keep up the good work and keep smiling. Thanks, tall person.
James, thank you. I could show you a random woman, that's in quotes there, where said infractions occurred. This is money I could have given to Monkey, but Satsu lives matter. Indeed. All 34 of the lives I have left matter.
The Asian Research Directorate is what that says. It says urethras are out only. Have you ever had a catheter?
Yeah, not cool.
My first surgery, they took that out while I was still asleep. My second surgery, they waited till I was awake. And that is, and it's still coming out at that point. That is the most god-awful, uncomfortable, please let go of my dick feeling I've ever had. And she goes, one big breath. I'm like, oh, you expect me to breathe during that?
That's why I told Squishy, like, if you ever suspect I have corona or we get to that point, just barricade the door to my to my room and just give me food through the window because I refuse to go to the doctor.
Thank you, Jordan. Peter Piper picked a peck of puss padded. A peck of puss padded Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of puss padding, where's the peck of puss padding Peter Piper picked? It's going to get picked up in a bar here in about 2 hours.
Oh, jeez.
I had a catheter in for 27 days once. Jesus, Hammer. You take better care of yourself, man. And Boban, thank you so much for the donation. The lovely pair saying, hey, you. Hey, back.
Yeah, my penis is not a fan of this conversation.
Mine either. I did send a story in if we run out here.
Where's that?
It's in the side chat.
Let's go take a look real quick. We have plenty of stories, but
yeah, I don't know if you guys covered that one or not.
I think we did cover this one the other day. Yes, my dear, all white people are racist.
Oh yeah, and it's almost like, and this is just my opinion. It is almost like somebody actually went and studied for a very long time exactly how these people write, and was just like, I'm setting out to write the most like, what's the word?
Parody stereotype.
Yeah, it almost feels like that. Like somebody went way overboard with regular SJW rhetoric. That's how bad this shit is. Like, it's pretty fucked.
Johnny Hellcat says, I have an endoscopy coming up soon. Pray for me.
No?
Where are they sticking it?
I think the endoscopy usually goes down your throat.
Can an endoscopy go several directions?
Probably.
And thank you again, Bon Bon, with the cup of Pepsi with the pear. That's not coffee or tea. That's Pepsi, you guys. I don't care what you'll say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we come across these things and they're fucking retarded. One of the lines here, yes, my dear, all white people are racist. All, period, of, period, them, period. Shut up. No, they're not. Did you guys see that I think it's Merriam-Webster has changed the definition of racism?
Of course they have.
Great. Is it power plus privilege now?
It basically, but they don't actually put it that way. They put it that there's some form of oppression that comes with it.
Of course.
Like, that's not what racism means.
Well,
you can oppress people horribly and not be racist.
But you can also change the definition of the word to suit your needs at any given whim because there's no printed dictionaries anymore.
Thank you again, Bobon, for the pair working out. Says, keep it up. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I just want I want there to be a huge wave or movement of like people who do really fucked up criminal shit coming out saying like, hey, this thing that I do is not this thing. It's actually and trying to like change it where like I'm not a murderer. I'm just a taker of lives.
I believe they're called soul advancement personnel.
There you go. See, that's what it is. I'm not a murderer. That's using that word is offensive. I'm not a rapist. I'm just a consent denier.
True. Check your Streamlabs, Satsu.
Angry says, how about this? At the place I work, a mental health patient needing pain to wait for his penis to come. I'm talking about slamming a door on it. Huh?
Don't do that.
That dude needs a straitjacket to keep him from slamming a door on his wiener.
That's a good way to stop
You'll damage it, yeah. That's not good for it.
What is wrong with people?
Apparently a lot.
Just that phrase, just saying it makes me feel bad. So it's just like I can't even fathom. But whatever. It's your dick.
Was that the one you were talking about, tall person, or did you send one too? And Cryptic, thank you. An American and an Asian walk into a bar. What are your names? The bartender asks. The American says, William Matthews. The Asian says, same thing.
Oh, no. Yeah, this thing is updating weird again. Here we go. Tall person, thank you. Sleepy, going to bed. See you all on the rewatch. Yeah, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, like higher valued ones pop up before lower valued ones for some reason.
That's weird. You might want to see if Evolved says something too, because he's the one that told me to tell you.
Yeah, okay, see, this is weird. All right, let me refresh. I'm going to refresh it because now I'm seeing the one from Evolve too. I'm looking at this page, but it's not updating as I'm looking at it. Like, I have to like refresh to see this stuff, and it's annoying. Here we go. Thank you, Evolve Potato. Turns out that Baby's family didn't have the money. Wait a minute. Turns out that Baby's family didn't have the money, So this is what I got for selling it to some childless people. This is the third baby I've sold to them. I don't know what they keep doing with them, but it's not our problem, and you get the money. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, goodness. I have quite a few. Johnny Hellcat, thank you. 1, in the peen. 2, silence is consent now. Don't slam your peen in a door. James Colley, thank you. Johnny, you got nothing to worry about. The worst part is the prep. Watch what Jeff Foxworthy said about his experience. What is Johnny? Johnny's getting an endoscopy. I don't remember Jeff Foxworthy talking about one of those. I'll have to look that up. I know he talked about his vasectomy. Angry Illinoisan, thank you. That's what my world is when I'm at work.
What is
the feeling of slamming your dick in a door?
Wow, you need a better job. Yeah. And or that's what you have to deal with. Is he the one who told us that story?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And Andrew Joyner, thank you. I just been arguing with my niece about white privilege on Facebook. Ugh, I think she is getting a bit frustrated. LOL. Send her that video we watched the other day from that black guy explaining this nonsense about privilege.
Right.
He said something in that video I had never thought about. Like you know, when you say whites have privilege, you're saying that I'm lesser than them. Like, ooh. You kind of are.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Real quick. Thank you, Jordan250. I had some extra B-Day cake to take home with me, and I saw a beggar, so I smashed the cake in his face and took his money. $30 for a slice of cake sounded too much, so here's your cut. Thanks, man.
Y'all are mean to homeless people.
That's a lot for cake, man.
Hey, that hobo got a free slice of cake. I don't want to hear it. That's probably the most cake he's had in years.
Yeah, but what he wanted was a drink.
But there's no evidence of that.
Better have been a rum cake.
Nah, he gets what he gets. He's a bum. You don't get to pick and choose. Beggars can't be choosers is a real saying.
I really wanted to talk about the whole changing the meaning of words. Because, Satsu, you were talking about this today. You've been arguing with some idiots who think defund is the same thing as reduce funding.
Yeah.
There's this whole movement right now going on, guys. Defund the police, defund the police. And you go, you want to get rid of the police? And no, we don't want to get rid of the police. But you just said defund them. And like, that's not what that means. Like, it's literally what it fucking means.
Well, no, it's not. That's not what that means. They're literally saying that's not what they're saying. And I'm like, you literally are.
Why would they just say reform the police then?
Well, that's
what the goal.
That's the question that I'm asking. I'm like, I don't understand why you choose the words that you choose. You could have decided not to do that, but instead you're like, and that's not just the phrase that they use. It's defund and abolish.
Yes.
I'm like, both of those words lead to the exact same result, neither of which you claim to be stating you want to do. So why use either one of those words for your movement? Just like hashtag kill all men. And they're just like, you guys are idiots to think that we actually mean kill all men when we say specifically and directly that we want to kill all men. And it's like, no, you stupid bitch. You just say things that you don't mean and then expect us to read between the lines.
Andrew says they need better training, i.e. more funding, not less. It might just be how the funding is being spent.
That's mainly what it is how the money is actually being spent. And I don't think the time in which they spend training to be a cop is long enough.
Yeah, I agree completely with that.
Yeah, we had somebody in here one night, Satsu, told us in England they get 2 years of training to be a cop, and here in the States it's 6 months. I don't know that we need 2 years. That seems a bit excessive to me, but a year I wouldn't be opposed to.
Well, they could be on rookie status and having to do ride-alongs with partners for like 2 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, that way they could get experience and training from experienced officers with a solid background. I don't know. There's a lot better things than defunding.
The bad part is it's kind of like that already. Like when you first start, they do usually partner you up with somebody. but the training they got was shitty too. So
Yeah, that's true.
it's just like, yeah.
Black Romeo
definitely
says.
Oh, sorry.
Black Romeo says more de-escalation training.
Yeah, that too.
I'm tired of the word de-escalation because I've seen so many of these things, and de-escalation in the words, well, we'll just let them go.
Well,
And sometimes, I'm sorry, they work themselves up into a point where there's nothing else going to happen except they're going to get shot.
well, I mean, if you're using the people who love to change the definition of shit's version of de-escalation, then sure. But if we're going by the actual word, then I wouldn't mind more training in that regards. Like just taking a hostile situation and not making it worse, but attempting to tone, to bring it back down to a sustainable level.
And no, I get what you're saying there, but if you look at the two cases that we've had, the riots are going on about, there was no de-escalation needed in either of those cases. You just had bad cops. Mm-hmm. One, at Brianna's house, they showed up at the wrong fucking house.
Yep.
Came through the door, guns out, blasting. There's no de-escalation that's going to work there. In the case with George Floyd, they just pinned this motherfucker to the ground. It was as de-escalated as it could get.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all situational because like there's no one problem that's going to handle or cover all of the stuff, the issues that they have, because all the issues that the police department has when it comes to like de-escalation is just a part of it. That's just a small part.
Sure. And I don't think the police get a decent enough get credit for what they do there. Real quick, Oki, thank you so much. British cops get 6 months of training, then 18 months on the beat with another officer. Then they decide whether to keep them or fire them. Yeah, see, I could go with that. Mm-hmm. And Black Romeo says, no, I don't mean releasing them. I mean talking someone who is hostile down and then arresting them. I get that. And in theory, that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, it doesn't always work. That's the problem is you have a job that requires a certain amount of violence.
And if you talk to a lot of the people or listen to a lot of the people who are talking about de-escalation, and I'm not talking about you, Black Romeo, but pay attention to what they're saying. It's like, well, why did he even need to have a gun in there? This guy had a gun. You should have just let him go. You could have got people killed. Like, well, he had a gun and he was waving at people. What'd you want us to do? Let him go. Yeah.
And what happens if you let that person go and he's like, oh shit, I guess I'm free to fucking kill this group of people over here. Like,
de-escalation is what we saw in that fucking video with those two female cops.
Yeah.
That is the eventual she has a bead on him. She's got her gun pointed at his fucking chest. And rather than pull the trigger to this man who was committing armed robbery, they literally just let the motherfucker go.
Yeah, see, that's the problem is a lot of people can't discern when is an appropriate time to use de-escalation tactics and when is not. If somebody has a weapon, that changes the entire game.
Yeah.
If somebody's high on PCP, you're not going to be able to negotiate with them. Same with bath salts and a dozen other drugs. The problem is you don't know what they're on when you encounter them. Mm-hmm. So de-escalation techniques work to a degree, and yeah, giving them that tool in their tool belt is one thing, and that's great, but it's not appropriate in every situation. Sometimes there will be a level of violence that is required, and you don't have to like that, but it's just a fact of reality that some people you aren't going to be able to talk down.
And you know what? Maybe they do need more of that. Maybe they do need more of that training. But if you look at most of the cases we talk about here, it's not a matter of de-escalation. It's a matter of shitty cops. That kid who was crawling towards him and they shot him, there's no de-escalation problem there. The kid's on the fucking ground crawling towards you.
Yeah. The problem, I think, is more that they're hiring people that are willing to shoot first or overreact to a situation because they're not good with stress management and they're scared, they're nervous, and they do something really dumb, which happens to a lot of people under pressure because you don't know how you're going to react until you're in those situations. And they need to have these guys in a practice situation so that they know how to manage that level of stress.
Yeah, and so I'm not saying de-escalation isn't something that's needed. I'm just thinking it's become this buzzword. Mm-hmm. And if you pay attention to the people who are using it as a buzzword, pay attention. Mostly what they're talking about is just let him go.
Yeah. I just read a tweet that says, people look at victims of police violence like, well, he was no angel, as if 40% of cops aren't beating their wives on the regular basis. And I'm just like, what exactly do those two things have to do with each other?
Look, if she would learn to cook, it wouldn't be a problem.
Oh my God.
Again, that comes down to stress management. You're hiring people that can't cope with the stress, or they're coping with it in unhealthy ways. And Jordan's right. The hiring pool's been getting thinner and thinner because cops are getting a bad rap, and that discourages good people from applying, and then you only have the psychos left. So you just are trying to hire the least psycho. So I think there's a lot of problems there that need a lot of different solutions. There's not one fix-all thing that you can do to fix a problem like this, because it's never going to go away. You're always going to have a couple of scumbags in there. You just have to try and weed out as many of them as possible.
Yeah, and they need to start embracing accountability, and that's something like a lot of people need to start. Just like people in general, need to really open themselves up to the concept of accountability. Like, people need to be responsible for their actions, rather it be the criminal or the cop.
That's crazy talk. Responsibility is for other people. Thank you, Pincalo, for the donation. Based on Trump's Twitter timeline, do you think he might be losing his shit just a little bit? Maybe. He's probably just frustrated because the media keep shitting on him lately over trivial stuff.
Yeah, it looked like business as usual to me.
I didn't see the tweets that pissed everybody off today. Was this about the old guy?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if they're referring directly to that, but that was something that I saw where I'm just like, Trump, shut the fuck up.
Well, I saw a tweet about it, but like Scribe said that Trump said there was fake blood. I didn't see that in a tweet. I saw him suggest that the guy was a plant, which I don't know about being a plant, but he was definitely an agitator.
Yeah, the guy's a known activist. He's a known provocateur, especially with the cops. So he's not wrong. They just don't like that he said it.
Yeah.
And thanks to Jack pointing it out, I mean, since I saw that video, like, yeah, he put his hands way too near a gun. Sorry, dude. And then your old ass tripped because you're fucking old, and that little push would have knocked down 99% of the people out there. The guy tripped over his feet.
Yeah,
it's not cool. He got a fucking brain injury out of it, but
sent to the front line, or he purposely put him on the front line while the cops were advancing so he could agitate. And that there's a consequence for that. You take a risk when you go out and do shit like that. If you want to be a provocateur or a protester, you assume a certain amount of risk. And again, that comes back to personal responsibility. Don't blame other people for shit you got yourself into. You know, if I get lost in the woods, that's my fault for not taking a compass and a map and paying attention to where I'm going.
Thank you, Gamer Valine, who says that's somebody who can't handle stress. Trump. I think he does a pretty decent job with it.
I think a lot of times he's just fucking around.
I think most of the time he's just fucking around. He knows how to get the press all pissed off.
Yeah, and it gives him free coverage too. I think he's got probably some like minor anger management thing where he's like, all right, fuck these assholes, and he starts tweeting. But he is also doing it to troll because he's pretty good at it.
I don't know if he can't handle stress. I do know that sometimes he doesn't know when to shut the fuck up.
Oh, absolutely. But I think we all of us on this panel probably have that to some degree.
Yeah. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Some more than others.
I'm feeling a little judged here.
You were the one who said it.
That doesn't matter. I feel oppressed. A white man just oppressed me.
God damn it.
Did you guys, speaking of which, did you guys see that Paradise PD clip?
No.
Of it was like the news in a nutshell or whatever, and the black cop was walking past the bulletproof glass.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He was like, "Put your hands up, motherfucker!" and shot his reflection and ended up shooting himself. And CNN was like, "Another black man shot by a black cop."
He yelled, "Not the dick, not my dick,
not my dick." That was like the slogan. The lady's like, not my dick. Not
No.
my dick.
If anybody has that, send it to me over on Twitter, please. I'd love to see it.
He was like, so are you saying you didn't shoot a black man, an unarmed black man? And he was like, well, technically I did, but it was fine because it was myself. He was like, so you did shoot an unarmed black man? He was like, no, he had a gun because it was me. He was like, aha, the criminal had a gun. Just like,
Jordan says, I don't think Trump is a master troll. I think people are just too predictable. Well, that's the art of the troll, is knowing how predictable people are.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's what makes it work.
He doesn't have to be a master troll. Everybody reads his timeline. He just has to be a mediocre one. And I think he's a pretty good one sometimes because he does get some pretty funny shit out there.
He does.
The key point to trolling is visibility. If ain't nobody looking at your shit, then ain't nobody looking at your shit.
Exactly.
He's the fucking president, so he ain't really got to be good at it. As long as enough people see it, some dumbass is bound to fucking take the bait. So
yeah, I'm much funnier than Trump is, but he's got reach. I don't.
Real quick on the Streamlabs, thank you, Mr. Scott. To the person with the white privileged niece on Facebook, Facebook is not the best place for those discussions. I've been thinking of starting a YouTube channel to bring stupid people from Facebook and Twitter so they argue with people like Satsu, then Monkey can tell them to suck it.
Suck it. Let's see. I refresh the hashtag and people. Oh, she's cute. Oh, those are boobies. Those are big boobies. She looks weird. She looks cute. Number 3 from Shrouded. Well done. Well played.
What the hell happened to my Streamlabs? Hold on.
I'm not sure.
Hold on. I'm logging back in.
Oh my, the Ass Crack team is back to work, y'all. Go check it out. Oh my. I was doing something.
The Ass Crack team?
Yeah. They're the Ass Crack team. They came together because of what's her name? Brie Larson?
Yeah.
We're having a discussion of whether or not she actually had an ass. And then they solved that problem. Then they went on the case of, does Ocasio-Cortez have an ass? And in both cases, neither one of those women have an ass.
Well, it's a never-ending quest of finding the right-looking girl.
Indeed. I mean, I married the right-looking girl, but it's still fun to look. James Colley, I learn a lot in that 5 minutes. I need a successful YouTube/influencer. Do you need to be one, or do you just need to buy one? Some of them are for sale if you got enough money. Just ask BetterHelp.com.
True.
Oh, dude. Somebody took the picture of all the Dems kneeling and redid the Black Panther logo. It says Black Pander.
Nice.
Yeah, that was funny.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, I can't read that one. That's got a dead kid in it. Oh, that sucks. Gutted Amazon worker begs customers to check parcels for lost engagement ring.
Oh,
that's horrible.
Yeah.
If you guys got his engagement ring, send it back. I mean, she's not cute, but maybe she sucks good.
Maybe that's all he could get.
That's God saying, don't do it, man.
Maybe she was on sale.
Maybe she hit it. She's like, I don't want to tell this motherfucker no. Panda taken for a walk on leash sparks outrage, but it's not a bear at all.
James said, fuck her, it's mine now.
Yeah. Oh, there's a dog that looks just like a panda bear, and they took it for a walk, and it freaked people out. Interesting. I'll throw the link into chat there. Wait, that's what I wanted. Man, I hate these sites that do that shit. When you get a link off of Twitter, for some reason, it's fucking ridiculously long.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that with the New York Post, sometimes it's actually too long to put in there. So you got to go to the New York Post, find the story, and then the URL is tiny. You dicks. Seven of Nine was always queer.
No, she had a thing with Chakotay in the final episodes. Even I know that. I fucking hate that show.
Seven has always represented layered identities, and with Picard, she finally gets to show how far she's come. Okay, thank you, Boban, for the the hippo. I fucking love those stickers. I really do. So are they making her gay on the show? Is that what I'm getting?
Probably. They're pandering to everything.
Look, I'd watch Jerry Ryan go down on a chick.
Yeah, she's still in that like kind of beat up hot way. I'd bang her.
She used to do sex parties and shit.
Yeah.
She's a dirty girl.
Yeah.
She divorced her husband, and in the divorce she talked about how he used to make her go to sex parties. Orgies.
Yeah.
You think she got plugged in all three holes?
I don't know.
You think she got tripled?
Well, I hope they all called her 7 of 9 if they did.
Maybe that was actually somebody's ticket number. 7 of 9.
Oh my god.
Take a number. No, I'd watch her go down on a chick. I don't care about their gay characters. They keep everything's gay. Everything's not gay, you guys.
Yeah.
Gay is still a very small portion of the population. That's not to diminish them. It's just true.
Well, I actually had I was having a talk with somebody about that, and they're just like, what is your problem with inclusion? I'm like, I don't have a problem with inclusion. It's like, then why do you say you don't care when somebody tells you that there's a gay character in there? I was like, because I would tell you I don't care if you told me there was a heterosexual character in there.
Yeah.
Like if you were like, oh, dude, there's this character in there. He's super hetero. I'm like, no. My response would be the same. And it's like, that's only because there's so many. Like, why would you be surprised? Why would you be shocked? That's not even worth mentioning. And I'm like, neither is the fact that they're gay. Like,
yeah, it stopped being like super interesting and stunning and brave back in like 98.
Yeah, I'm like, it doesn't mean anything to me when you tell me that information. Like, that information alone means nothing to me. Like, it could be the worst character in the show, but they're gay, so I'm like, you giving me that information provides me nothing.
Thank you, James Cowley. Says, as a dom, women never come as far or much as can or should. You should be nice to your women. That makes them come back and call you God. So when you look at them and go, no, my name's Frank.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, like stop giving him credit. I did that shit.
It's just like, oh God, you're like, hold up.
Wait,
Stop. Calm down.
Don't be calling out the wrong name in here. I'm just a demigod. I prefer daddy. I don't like the whole daddy thing. That's weird.
You have so many hangups.
I am a dad. That's weird. And I don't want my woman being like, take me, daddy, and be like, are you thinking about your dad? I'm gonna go watch TV.
I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say that before.
Well, maybe it's because I wore her dad's glasses, shaved my head to look like his, put on his cologne, and stole his driver's license.
I'm all for going after women with daddy issues. They're second only to fat chicks to being an easy lay. By the way, welcome to Sex Ed with Monkey. Because they will, most of them will let you go butt first if you want to. Be like, yeah, you can stick it there. And then they'll be like, Dad didn't come to my recitals. And you're like, shut up, I'm trying to get it in. I'm for that. I just don't want them calling me that.
I dated a chick that referred to her butt as the daddy hole. So they take it to some different levels sometimes.
I feel like that's the wrong hole to call the daddy hole.
Oh no, that's so that then it's not a sin.
But see, if you put it in the other one, that's how you become a daddy.
No, I don't think you're understanding the daddy metaphor in that one. That was a bit more literal than it needed to be.
Like her dad used to do that to her?
Yeah, I think so. Because we went to her parents' house one time, and it was super awkward. You know, like when you meet somebody's ex.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like that. And I was like, I gotta get out of this relationship.
That's
Disturbing.
like next level right there, man.
No,
And
it's even crazier. Her parents lived in Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh,
And I was like, some witchcraft afoot.
yeah. See, that I don't like the whole daddy thing. It's it's disturbing.
Like, look, no disrespect, sir, but your daughter's vagina, it's pretty great. And he's like, don't I know it? She's like, oh, hold on. Wait, what?
No, she was like sitting on his lap and shit like that. I'm like, dude, you're like 25. Stop that. That's
yeah.
So if it's making me uncomfortable, you've probably gone a little too far. That's all I'm saying, because you've heard the shit that comes out of my mouth. Yeah, I was like, oh, she calls it her daddy hole. That's kind of a weird thing. Okay, whatever. And then we go on this weekend thing, and I'm like, oh, 1 + 1, 1 + 1 = 2.
You were in Game of Thrones and didn't even know it.
Yeah, it got weird, awkward.
Humble Clay said, "What did I just walk into?" You walked into Monkey in the Morning midstream. That's your fault.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into when you come in here.
You got to be here at the beginning so you can follow the whole thing.
There's really no way to follow our stream of consciousness sometimes.
No, yeah.
Like I shower every time I'm on this show. So,
well, this is the we don't give a fuck show.
yeah.
It's just whatever comes out of my mouth or Jack's mouth is free game. No apologies. Susan, remember, for the right price, you can see my dick, honey. I have to say that because we've said some dirty stuff right there, and I don't want to get taken down for it. And if I mention my dick to her, she's happy. Susan wants the monkey dick in her daddy hole. There's a lot. I'm skipping through a lot of the stories here, guys. I'm sorry. There's a lot of it that's just race and race and race. I'm so tired of race, man. So tired of it.
Yeah, we all were like 30 years ago, and
yeah,
all this shit's got to come back up for some stupid ass reason.
Well, you know, the race wars will never end because, like I said, there are people who have too much riding on this whole thing on both sides to really let it fizz out.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of money in race baiting.
Oh yeah, well, and race baiting and just generally being racist. There's lots of profit going around.
There really is, man. If you paid attention to the YouTubers who embraced that whole stupid white supremacist shit, they were making money hand over fist.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole lot of racists that just want to give away money.
Oh,
and I can't pander to that, man. It's against my religion.
Yeah.
But I was jealous. I ain't gonna lie.
Might not be a particularly great idea with a name like Ranting Monkey either.
This name gets me in more trouble than I ever thought it would. Literally, Mom just called me a monkey when I was a kid.
That's because when you were a kid, it didn't mean what it does now.
Oh, it did. It meant it back then too. But
yeah,
I mean,
but it wasn't a prevalent thing. That wasn't the 50s, you know.
Well, no, and it's not as prevalent as people think it. We made a joke at the end of the show earlier about D. Ray McKesson. This is a motherfucker who called himself a monkey.
To be honest, to be perfectly honest, nowadays the only people upholding that kind of what is it, the narrative, I guess you would call it, of black people, like, are black people themselves. Like 90% of the time, you don't hear that coming from white people. It's
you will from the ones who do the race baiting on it. They jump on that quick too.
Right.
Yeah, but they're the whiny little beta males that apologize for breathing funny and sipping their soy lattes at Starbucks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hear that analogy very often anymore. It's pretty rare.
Yeah, dude, I've never, ever, and this is not even a joke. I have never spent more than 10 minutes to an hour with a black mother and a child present where they did not refer to them as a monkey. Never. Like, not a single time in my entire life. Every fucking black mom that I know who had a kid anywhere near them was like, that little monkey. Like,
monkeys are adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Jack just complimented me, y'all. You're not getting in my daddy hole.
No, I don't want to.
Being offended by the word monkey assumes you believe that some people are more closely related to monkeys than others, which is racist. If you hear monkey and you think black, you're the racist. I don't care what side you're on. If that's what you hear and that's what you think, then you're the racist. YouTube. But again, I get in trouble for it all the time because I'll say something with the word monkey. Satsu, the other day, I have a picture of a black woman on the screen. And I start telling a story about Lady Monkey because I got distracted. And I realized I'm saying Lady Monkey with a black woman on the screen. I'm going to get in trouble. I need to change it to ranting something else so I stop having this problem.
Ranting simian?
Ranting not monkey. Ha!
Oh, yeah, that'll
clear it right up.
Cryptic, thank you. Monkeys swing poo, though. Sling, I'm guessing, is what he meant. Well, he's Asian. He spelled it how he would say it.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, that would be an R, wouldn't it? They string it. Fuck, I'm gonna get in trouble tonight.
Possum.
I'm too tired to be on the air right now. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. What little filter I have goes away when I get really tired. And sorry about that one, Cryptic.
Might be sleepy time.
For the record, I did check the box that I might make jokes about marginalized people, but Asians aren't marginalized, so it's okay, I believe.
Yeah, they're more successful than the rest of us.
Yeah,
they're also more abundant than the rest.
Yeah, worldwide, yes. Thank you, Cryptic, who says that's racist.
Well, it's hard to take criticism from a guy whose avatar is a Chinese man wearing a monkey hat.
It's not. I still can't see that, and it bothers me that I can't.
No, it's funny.
Hey, Cryptic, say the word supplies. Gamer Valines, thank you so much. Who says ranting cripple? Well, that's a little too on the nose.
I think supplies is too easy. You should make him say lollipop.
Oh shit! Chinese fighters briefly entered Taiwan's airspace on Tuesday, forcing the island to scramble its own, Taipei said shortly after announcing plans for its largest annual live fire military drill. Are the Chinese actually going to kick off a war here?
They might, because they've been pushing a bunch of propaganda about us. I don't know if you saw that. China Uncensored, the YouTuber.
No, I haven't.
He covered that they've been pushing a lot of the America is racist nonsense. And
I've seen their videos. I haven't seen somebody make a video on it though.
Yeah, China Uncensored does a lot of really interesting stuff. But yeah, they might be using it as an excuse to do a little dry run test on Taiwan's defenses and if we're going to back them up. Because I guess they're having like a second wave of corona over in China. So their workforce is a little antsy. So they might kick off something just to calm everyone down and keep them from rebelling.
And yes, Jordan, they would be TIE fighters. Over on the Streamlabs, thank you, Evolved Potato, who says, when I think of monkey, I think of a pale white cripple. I'm here to change the narrative, you guys. If you don't think of me, then you're doing it wrong. Cryptic, thank you. Lollipop, take that, round eyes. I think that is one of the greatest insults ever. Round eyes.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's fucking great. They're like, no, our eyes are the right ones. Like, all right, whatever. You be you. Yeah, China's they're getting a little antsy.
Well, they effectively took Hong Kong by force the other day. No one did anything about that. They're saber rattling all over the South China Sea.
Isn't technically Hong Kong theirs? The British gave it back to them?
Yeah, technically, but they were promised a certain level of autonomy
from communists.
Yeah, well, it's probably a bad idea to mess with a few million people that already have an idea of like a certain level of freedoms that they experienced under like generations of British rule, and now you're stripping all that away. There's gonna be problems there. Yeah, China's still fucking with Australia. Forgot about that. Thank you, Richo.
Faithless says they violated the contract. Again, it's China.
Yeah.
I understand that they did this and that it's horrible, but it's China. Why would you believe them?
Well, you've seen some of our politicians defend them, and
Yep.
the NBA and a dozen other idiots.
Well, that's over money.
Well, of course, but I mean, look how many movies they've censored. Going all the way back to that remake of Red Dawn like a decade ago, and minimizing Finn on the Star Wars poster, cutting
No,
out.
not minimizing, removing.
Oh, some of them had them real tiny on there.
Because they came out and like, yeah, America's racist. They need to stop this shit. They need to leave black people alone. Like, excuse me, you absolutely and fucking Star Wars, their Twitter account, like, yeah, we love inclusion. Like, you literally took Finn off the poster so you could put it up in China because they don't like black people.
Yeah, and China made an artificial island so they could claim an extra 40 miles of coastline.
Yeah.
So I don't put anything past them, but I fully expect them to just wander into Taiwan any day now. Probably Thailand too, for that matter. But nobody can hold Thailand. That's like fighting a land war in Europe.
Hong Kong, I understand. Taiwan, if they tried that we officially recognize Taiwan, don't we?
I'm waiting for Trump to do that. That would be so hilarious.
Yeah, might as well. You move the embassy to Jerusalem, you might as well fuck with the Chinese too. And fuck them. Leave them alone. If my balls were a cat, oh my God, that's horrible.
That's disturbing.
Oh, wait till you see it.
Oh, you're gonna make us look at this.
Um,
jeez, that poor thing.
Oh,
he that's Testicle Kitty.
That's a little wrinkle monster.
he looks like a brain just grew into a cat.
That's what my testicles look like on a warm day. The face and everything. There's even ears. Don't ask.
That's nasty.
It was a deal I made with the devil.
Oh, apparently.
I still think he's cute, though.
In a horrifying way, sure.
Okay, testicle pussy. Well done, Keeper Dam. Give me a 1 for cute, 2 for ugly.
Faithless said that's scrotum, Yoda.
Scrota.
He's adorable.
Fucking Scrota.
Somebody replied to this, your balls are really cute. He's adorable, though. I need a kitty cat. I keep telling myself I could take care of it, and then I spend 2 days in bed. I'm like,
Yeah.
probably not.
It would be more of you need one of those Saint Bernards that has like the survival booze around its neck. Those rescue dogs.
Gotcha. Yeah. One that could actually pull my weight too, because that would be helpful. There's a lot of you who were mean to that cat, and you should feel bad about yourselves because he was cute.
Mm-hmm.
James said he added a couple more stories for you on the hashtag.
Well, I'm going back. I see some cosplay from Jordan. Oh my! Some Asian ones for you yesterday, there, Jack. That third one, you're going to say she has thick thighs.
Sometimes that's okay on an Asian because they're already small and sexy.
Dude, ain't nothing like a thick ass Asian, man. Stop it.
Well, I don't want them getting all cocky and fat.
There's this one chick though. You ever see this bodybuilder? The bodybuilder Asian chick or whatever?
No.
This motherfucking girl. Oh my God. She's got the same face as like those little dainty little Asian girls or whatever, but she's fucking ripped. I'm just like, no.
Yeah, that's not normal.
No.
Okay, going to latest. I see. Until Lil Wayne learns how to love us, please stop going to him for social commentary.
Oh yeah, they keep asking Lil Wayne what he thinks about all the racism and stuff. And Lil Wayne, I don't know if you guys seen his interview from a while back that he got in trouble for, but he was just
I saw it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm privileged, dude. Like I've lived a very good life and have never had to deal with racism, so I'm the wrong person to ask because I don't or haven't seen it. And I'm just like, I mean, remember, if that's his experience.
Well, he also said that, he was, I don't know if he said it implicitly, but getting to the point, focusing on this shit doesn't help anything.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, James Colley. Thick thighs smell fishy. I think that woman just needs to wash, my friend. Another mysterious deep space radio burst is sending signals to Earth.
That's the reptilians talking to each other.
Every 157 days. I'm telling you guys, Thunderfoot has figured this out. It's actually just a seagull.
They're like
reptilian seagull.
They're sending a message like, would y'all shut the fuck up down there? Y'all are like loud and really obnoxious, and we keep seeing these weird flares on your planet. It looks like you're setting shit on fire. Like, could you not?
And that's an interesting thing. Because there was one we read, maybe a month ago now, where they picked up radio signals and they seem to be directed to us. The aliens are coming, man.
Yeah, it's probably because they think we're delicious.
Maybe they think we're hot.
I doubt that highly. They're wants to eat us. That's how this always works. Don't you watch movies?
I saw Captain Kirk have sex with or kiss a blue woman. Did he bang her? I can't remember. Did Kirk bang the blue chick? Look, you can have sex with aliens. I watch Star Trek. It can turn out just fine.
That's true.
Riker banged Troy. She wasn't human. See, when they get here, they're going to be mostly human. And they're going to want to play with our no-no box or no-no square.
It's true.
And depending on how good they look and, if Lady Monkey says, yeah, maybe I'll let one. But come on, you can suck it. Use that long tongue. Alien women, they can wrap their tongue all the way around your wiener as they give you a blowjob. It's awesome. That's science, y'all.
You speaking from experience?
Well, I don't like to talk about it. They did the anal probe at the end and ruined it.
It got weird with the tongue.
The only ones who got away with touching the monkey butt.
I blew that ship up. It ain't there no more. New Zealand Prime Minister reacts to earthquake. Oh, she was live when there was an earthquake that happened. Holy shit, Jordan. Wow. Y'all see the bendy chick?
No.
Yeah, he just dropped that one 10 minutes ago. Check her out. Holy shit.
This is
MITAM. Mm-hmm.
Click later.
God bless America.
Should I just click photos instead?
No, because it doesn't take you to the newest photos.
Huh.
I'm not sure how that algorithm works.
The algorithm's a mess because half the time the stuff I'm seeing isn't the stuff you're seeing.
You should get what is that? Chaucy? How do you say that? I don't know that. Chaucy cat. That's a big cat breed that's 25 pounds and possesses long legs and an agile body. If I get another cat, I would want another Maine Coon because, my cat was such a sweetheart. And anything you read about those cats, they actually say they're like a dog breed. That's how much they need attention and shit. They're not like your average cat who's like, fuck you, I don't want it to. They're like, please pet me. They're like a chick with daddy issues. They just won't leave you alone. You can change your phone number, they're still calling.
Oh my God.
They will try and murder you in your sleep.
I just saw a video of some dude walking outside of what it looks like is his storefront, walking to the side of the building, picking up a yellow alligator that had on a yellow t-shirt, throwing him over his shoulder, holding him like a little kid, and walking him back into the store.
Damn.
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Somebody said in relation to testicle cat, not with you on this, looks diseased. No, it's cute. Leave it alone. That'll be nice to. That poor cat has a hair condition. Okay, we're about an hour and a half in. We're going to stop with the hashtag, guys. Thank you for all the stories you guys sent over there. Did I ignore? What, 85% of the time, Jack? Is that a good number?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably less than that, but it's very.
I mean, I don't want to diminish their lived experience.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be truthful. There's going to be a weird sound. Sorry, guys. And to move my microphone closer to me because I'm leaning back. Lean back. Jack, did you watch the trailer for Bill and Ted?
No, I saw it on my timeline, but I didn't bother.
It looked like a Bill and Ted movie.
Oh, could be fun then.
Minus Rufus. And boy, which one is it? Bill, the little blonde guy. He did not age well.
Well, they're both like 50 or something.
Yeah, he looks like your neighbor who complains because you accidentally walked across his lawn. He also got a little fat, you can tell, and he lost some of it. Like, R.I.P. Carlin. Yeah, George used to be Rufus, and it's sad. You need a replacement Rufus, man, and maybe they'll have one. Yeah, the premise of this one is they go in the future.
Oh. Well, I'm worried that if they were to replace him, it would be with like Sarah Silverman or someone like that.
Oh, God.
Or worse, Kathy Griffith.
Now, you got to replace him with somebody good.
Well, I remember comedy's not allowed to be funny anymore.
That's true. Reeves is 55. He'll be 56 in September. Is that the guy who plays him? He aged like an Asian woman, man.
Oh, so he like hit the wall all of a sudden.
Hard.
Oh,
and apparently there were Snickers on it. And I can make those jokes, YouTube. I'm fat. I got fat privilege. I got a fat card. Kyla says Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle could make a good Rufus. And that at least does a service to Carlin by actually getting somebody funny in there. Sarah, I like P. Silverman. What? She likes P?
She's a weirdo. Won't surprise me.
Yeah, she's definitely daddy issues. I don't know where her uncle touched her and how many times he did it, but something went wrong there. Gentlemen, I'm going to wrap up here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm exhausted. I've been up since 8 o'clock yesterday evening, and it's time for me to go night-night.
All right.
Becca, thank you for dropping our Streamlabs link. Guys, remember, you can donate if you're listening to this tomorrow to any one of us through our Streamlabs. Those are always open. And we'll do our best to catch them on the next show we're on.
Indeed.
Yep.
Thank you so much for coming and hanging out and listening to us just babble for an hour and a half. You're amazing. I love you guys. Thank you for the donations. You're very, very kind. And thank you for donating to the gentleman on the stream with me. My mouth has already gone to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for supporting all of us. You guys don't know how much it means. Jack, anything you want to show?
Yeah, I'll throw a link to my latest video. I've had one drop it since we were on last. And, of course, thank you for the donations. And this was a good show.
Yeah. Satsu, anything you want to show?
No shilling. Just have a good night, guys.
Links to everybody's channels are down below. Make sure you check them out. Tonight, we're going to be right back here at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Lords of the Night. I will do a game stream if my internet cooperates with me after I wake up with some more Fallout 4. I've been building because I don't want to do any of the I actually had to go back and pick up an old save because I accidentally advanced part of the story that I didn't mean to. I got attacked and something I'll explain on the stream, guys, but I'm going out of my way not to do anything other than build when I'm not live. So come check that out. Follow me on Twitter because I never know when I'm doing it. Make sure you follow Ranting Monkey Games here on the YouTube. Tell your friends, your family, that bitch you hate. Get him here watching because I'm sexy and I know it. And Susan, I got a long, mostly straight penis. It's just got a slight upward curve. It's not like Ben or anything. It's beautiful. You should see it. And for the right price, Susan, you can. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming and hanging out. Satsu, and I almost called you Scribbles. I'm just used to that when I say it's Satsu and then Scribbles. Satsu and Jack, thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. Everybody, I already went to sleep, so I will talk to you next time. Have a great day.
Bye.
I'm gonna sing about my dick because I'm not even on the right page to turn it off.